Matchweek 16 just done, so nearly halfway. And I have to say, Chelsea came on top, 0-0 Arsenal, and
Yeah,
Pierce did call it, and he said to watch out for Fulham. Liverpool dropped
yeah.
points 2-all. Chelsea being Chelsea.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was all lined up for Chelsea to ruin it was looking so good. I didn't. If you notice, I didn't put anything in the group chat because I was like, look, I don't want to laugh at you two for it then to come back to bite me. So yeah, I mean, yeah, perfect all round. I mean, Liverpool would take that point
I
because
thought you were polite.
man down. Yeah, I was far too
I'll
polite,
be
and then
honest, I did think
I
that.
missed it. Yeah, I was far too polite. I definitely should have been giving it to Pierce because they looked shocking against Everton. Didn't create anything from open play, like we've been saying. He denies there's an issue there, as we know, but I think it's clear there is. There's something not quite right there. But I thought for Liverpool it wasn't a bad point being a man down.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did the job. We could have won more comfortably, but then last like 15 minutes we started giving them chances with nerves creeping in. So like yeah, we hadn't beaten Brentford in the Premier League at Stamford Bridge, which was pretty mental. How would we not beat them? So Maresca's put that curse
But
to
let's
bed.
give Brentford credit as well, man. They're a good side. They
Mm.
have been since they've been in the Premier League.
Yeah, yeah.
They've not been
Yeah,
easy to beat. So I think it's a good win. And I think any win against Brentford, the way they've drilled, yeah, they're not a big club,
yeah,
but as a team, it's a good win against Brentford.
they're hard to play.
And
They are hard to play against.
they,
They sit
they're just
in,
that.
they hit you on the counter. They also could press pretty well as well. And Buemo is a good player. Damsgaard's a good player. They're solid
Their
defensively.
work rate,
Thomas
it's the
Frank's got
work rate, right? It feels like they got
yeah,
extra players. Like
yeah. But
they get
the
around.
way we played out of their press and just in general our patterns of play and how we'd stretch them. Cucurella was sort of tucking in. He had a couple of times he was looking like he was going to get on the end of a cross, and then he did ultimately for the first goal. Yeah, and it's just lots of positive signs. Like you can't really be happier as a Chelsea fan. Like
You're
nobody
getting
thought we'd
cautiously
be here.
excited.
No, not yet. No, not yet. Not yet. I don't think. I think Noni Madueke said today. Somebody asked him if we were in a title race. He said, "Not sure. I don't really know what that is, to be honest." So that's where I am currently.
Still there, comfortably in
I
second,
think
comfortably in second place. And I know you touched on Liverpool red card, Robertson. Was it a red card?
It's harsh.
Hmm.
I can see why it's given. But if it was given against my team, I'd be annoyed. That's how I'd put it.
Yeah.
But also, if if
I
Fulham
think
had
I
that's the
if
wasn't
best
Fulham
way to
complaining.
put it.
if Fulham had scored from
Yeah, I
there,
wasn't complaining, but it was harsh.
it probably would have been a yellow card for him if Fulham had scored.
Yeah, it would have been. And I think the touch was to the side. It was it clear cut? I don't know. It's harsh. I think it was less of a red card than the Arsenal one that they claim wasn't. Um,
Hmm.
but you can see, as Cully said, you can see why it's given. But it was hard. I'd be fuming if that was given against
Yeah,
Chelsea.
that's how I see it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And the big game, Manchester is red, like Cully's face at the moment.
Oh God, the claws are
Claws, we're clawing back. It's beginning. It's beginning. It's happening. It was a dire game, but the way United have been, it was a dire game that looked controlled from our point. I personally don't think we seemed in too much danger anywhere, anytime in the game for a sustained period. So I was happy with that. Yeah, it was a game of like if it was 0-0, it would have been a really complimentary score. If it was 0-0, like it was just nothing happened in the game as far as I'm concerned.
yeah.
But United have got a gem, and Ahmad. No, it's not just the two goals. I know everyone's been going on about the two goals
It's the whole
throughout the
performance.
game. His performance out of everybody, all 22 players, that boy works hard. He looks like a hungry young player, and
Yeah,
we don't see too many of those,
and he's got
especially at
quality.
United. Hey,
Doesn't it just? He's got so much quality as well. The touch for that goal and the way he's put it over the keeper and then gone round and slotted it in. fantastic. And doesn't it make you think, what was Ten Hag doing last season, playing Anthony week in, week out over Ahmad? Like, how was it? How could he watch them both on a training pitch and think, Anthony's my guy?
He's trying to figure out what my ex-wife always wanted. So I'm not trying to figure out what Ten Hag wanted. No, yeah, I agree. But I think it was a lot to do with because he's too slight, right? That's what I've read and heard. But like, he's a joy to watch. But what I will say, he's only done it a handful of games. Let's not get too excited. Let's see him maintain it. Perfect example is Garnacho. It's there's issues there. Yeah. In the past, we've had Adnan Januzaj and stuff like that. False dawns.
Rashford.
I mean, we can go on to those.
It's different.
Yeah, he's playing well at this moment, and it's just good to see a player that looks like he wants to play. But one thing that hasn't been mentioned by anybody is on the winning goal, the back heel from Ugarte was a bit of a treat over to Martinez or whatever. So we were right, but was it a United win or was it a City loss? Like City just City have become United.
When that first goal went in, there was only one team winning that game. It was whether City could scrape it for a draw. There's only one team going to win.
Classic United under Ten Hag, right? We concede a goal and that's it, game over.
Yeah, true. How many times did you concede? Like in the last few minutes, you concede a late equaliser, a late, you're 1-0 up. Suddenly it's 1-1, and then you go behind. It was literally like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, everyone's scoring in Fergie time. It to me, it became a curse, not a thing. But yeah, City are like that, and long may it continue. I mean, I'm getting absolute joy out of City's.
Just what is Nunez? He's playing Nunez at left. I know he's trying something different. He's got to try fix it because they look leggy. They look disinterested. They're not working as hard as they were. They can't rely on the quality of De Bruyne or Haaland. It's like the wingers, Sabinho, Doku. They just they look lost. They find Pep's teams normally, at least they never look lost, even if they're not having a good game. They know what they're doing. They play. They know they've got a plan. Yeah, but they've lost that.
They control the ball. They hunt the ball down. A number of times looking at the game, although, like I said, it was a boring game, but I think it was more so a boring game because City are so scared to push out and go for it at the moment. But they don't know how to sit back and not go for it. So there's gaps everywhere. There's gaps everywhere. And any team that goes through a bad spell, they end up questioning each other. And there's so much looking at each other going on from City. Is that yours? Is that mine? And who are we to question Guardiola? But moments like this, is there a danger they're being overcoached? Stand here, stand there. Do you get what I mean? Let your instinct play out. If you're intelligent players, let your instinct play out.
I do think it's just burnout. I mean, it almost puts into perspective how the hell have they done this for 4 years straight, won the league 4 years in a row, and now suddenly they've gone back so far. I think Roy Keane said this should have come out earlier. Like normally this comes after 2 titles. To do it for 4 seasons, there was always going to be a dip. It's just nobody expected it to be this dramatic, did they? One win in 11.
Are they out of the?
Can we change the word dramatic to fabulous, please? Nobody expected it to be this fabulous. I mean, it's absolutely fantastic.
They're 9 points behind Liverpool. Liverpool have got a game in hand, but are they out of the title race? I don't think they are.
Yeah.
You think so?
See,
yeah.
I don't know if you can say they're out. Liverpool will drop 12 points, but can City sort themselves out? I think is more of the question.
Yeah, but can City get 12 more points than Liverpool?
Yeah, because they don't look like they're going to. They don't look like they're going to beat who they got on the weekend.
Villa.
Villa. I don't think they'll win that. Villa have come back into form. Maybe they are out. It feels crazy saying that at this stage of the season, but maybe they are.
Yeah. Well, Nottingham Forest are above them at the moment.
Oh, what a job Nuno's doing. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Wolves are
Crazy.
looking up the table.
A Wolves going to be clawing up soon as well.
They're burrowing down. They're digging. They dug a hole. There's that one, and there's that one.
Oh god! But both the teams still bottom half of the table, though, so you can't be getting too noisy yet.
Well, if you're saying City are still in the title, United are
Well,
6
still.
points. United are 6 points off Forest. So are we saying they're out the top 4? I don't think anyone down to United, and I know it's daft.
You're not out the top 4 yet.
Everybody is in the race for top 4.
Yeah, I've definitely agree with that.
The problem may be that there's too many in the race.
But also, 5th place might be Champions League. So if you think of it that way, definitely in the race for Champions League.
Well, winning the Europa League might be Champions League as well, right? So
maybe. Now you are getting ahead of yourself, aren't you?
Well,
on getting ahead of yourself. I think I'm going to call it there. Thank you very much, guys.